Hey everyone. So over the weekend we received some bad news. The Minister of Health announced on Saturday morning that Brunei DARUSSALAM has got its first COVID death. So what's really important now is to change our ways. If we've not been abiding by the rules, now it's time to just get your act together. Another important thing that you need to have with you is this thing. Yeah, it's a cooler, so I put ice inside and my drinks are always cold. Here in Brunei it gets really hot, so during noontime, before noontime, I go down quickly. My dad prepares me a bunch ice packs that I could just take away. So that's something that you need to consider to have. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. Hey everyone. So over the weekend we received some bad news. The Minister of Health announced on Saturday morning that Brunei DARUSSALAM has got its first COVID death. It was really sad time for us as a nation, and I think an eye-opener for everyone. In a previous press conference, the Minister highlighted the importance for us to unite as a nation and not point blame at anyone. What has happened, it's the will of Allah. So what's really important now is to change our ways. If we've not been abiding by the rules, now it's time to just get your act together. As usual, my name is Danny and this is my Brunei Weekend. This is a channel where I talk about the random things I do over the weekend. So this weekend I actually caught the flu, just a bit of runny nose, no other symptoms. Went to the outpatient department to get checked, and I got a 3-day self-isolation note from the doctor. So I have to abide by this regardless of how well or how healthy I feel. That's 3 days and it's ending Saturday, so Sunday I'm good to go and Monday I'll be back to work. So let me share with you things that I think that are necessary just to get you started off in isolating yourself. First things first, before we move on, log on to the Ministry of Health's website, or actually their ID page. They do have their isolation guidelines, and try to just study them. They'll give you the do's and the don'ts when self-isolating. So it's really important for you to go run through this first really quickly and not blunder up your self-isolation instructions. Water. Make sure that you have your own water in your own room. I actually bought a carton of these. It's quite heavy to lift up. Yeah, so I bought a whole carton and I have it in these bottles. Don't share your water with people around the house, because if you are ill and sick, you might transfer the virus to them. So have your own water supply in your own room, buy a carton. Done. So if you're tired of water, also have your own whatever you want to drink. Probably mine is always obviously Coke Zero. Well, Coke no sugar. But I also bought a 12 pack of these, and these are the ones that are remaining. I drink a lot throughout the day. It's been 2 days, so don't just get water, but get something, a little something, so that when you're craving for it, you don't have to go to the trouble of asking someone else to buy for you. So make sure the things that you normally drink or 3-in-1s, make sure that you have them in your room, so you don't have to bother someone else to get it for you. Number two, since you have water and you've got your soda drinks or whatever you want to buy, another important thing that you need to have with you is this thing. Yeah, it's a cooler, so I put ice inside and my drinks are always cold. Here in Brunei it gets really hot, so during noontime, before noontime, I go down quickly. My dad prepares me a bunch ice packs that I could just take away, and it's quite isolated. Bring it up and put it in my cool box. Now, if you have a fridge, that's fine. Use your fridge. But the fridge I'm using is broken, so I'm just using this cool box for now. So it's a really cheap, easy way to just get cold drinks when it's really hot. So far, I've got 3 cans inside, and I keep on replenishing it. So that's something that you need to consider to have. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. So, number 3. I don't know about you, but I need to have bread. And the cool thing about bread is you can eat it as is, and it's really filling. It gives you a bit of that energy that you always need, rather than eating biscuits, junk food, sugar stuff, or Oreos. Or mind you that I also have Oreos. But bread is where it's at. So it keeps for at least less than a week or 5 days. So with the cool box, I have also slices of cheese in there, so I can make myself a cheese sandwich. Don't expect much. Don't try to put frozen food in your cool box. Cheese is fine. So for a quick meal or late night, I just quickly put myself together a cheese sandwich, and I'm good to go. So that's definitely one thing that you need to have in your list of things. All right. So number 4. A bit of junk food. Come on, I mean, you've seen my Oreos. Probably can get some snacks. It's okay to have a little of everything, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be staying isolating yourself for quite some time, so you don't want to be miserable all the time. So if you see my Oreos, I also have some twisties, but don't overdo it. You're not planning to stay for the rest of the month, and if you do run out, just get your siblings or your parents, someone to buy for you. Okay, number 5. In the guidelines, you can get it from MOH. They did say how important it is for you to separate the trash that you have and your family's trash. So, being in the room, you accumulate a lot of trash, throwing all these packets and wrappers. I mean, so that's where this comes in. I have this handy all the time. This is just a garbage bag or dustbin plastic bag, and I have my own. So I just keep it here, and I throw my trash in my own bin, and I tie it up. If you're really worried, then double layer it. So my trash is right outside the door, and no one comes up here to my room. And once I'm all good and ready, I'll just throw it all together, and I don't have to leave it. I don't have to mix it with my family's trash. So that's something that you can consider. Number 6. So it's a given. I don't think I should mention it anyways, but you must have your own sanitizing kit or equipment. So thank you to my sister Dina, who gave me this is alcohol-based cleaner that she got for me, and also a bunch of towels. So whenever I go out and when I do my thing in the kitchen, very quickly I want to get really hot water because I don't have hot water up here. So I do clean the surface. Take really extra precautions. This includes hand sanitizers, cleaners, also gloves, masks. So I'm not wearing my mask now because I'm in my room, I'm contained in my room. But the moment I step outside my door, masks are always on. Something that you need to remember. My essential stuff include paper towel. These are napkins, really sturdy, really handy. I don't use those facial towels, they don't do for me. Your cleaners, hand sanitizers, and some gloves which is over there. I just don't want to go reach out and get them. So you get what I mean. So number 7 is having your own utensils, your own mugs, your own cups, your own plates. So I got this, took it from down there, and then I'm not washing it down there, I'm washing it up here, and also have my own dedicated toilet. So cleaning these things, I clean it up here, then I go down and get my stuff. I also do that with my plates and everything, just to limit the contact with my family. Again, this is in the guidelines, you should really study them. Personally for me, I'm just gonna keep this here like forever because it's my mug now. I'm gonna keep this. So number 8, is I would like to group it under entertainment. Of course, everyone's entertainment is their phones, but I also have my computer here. I just turned on, and I want to play some games on it. I also have my laptop. So entertainment, you gotta really put that in mind, because when it gets bored, you don't want to be really grumpy and annoyed, and you feel like you want to go out. Eliminate that altogether. Find some entertainment. Of course, being online really kills time. Again, be mindful that if your internet is throttled, know that you can just top up on your phone and top up whatever you want. So that being said, those are the 8 things that I heavily consider when going into self-isolation. Of course, you have yours. Mine, everything else is pretty much already in my room, but those are the things that really helped me out and was a lifesaver, especially the cool box. It's amazing. I get to have my Coke no sugar. You know how much I like my Coke no sugar. So stay safe, everyone. So last message from me, going back to our own responsibility, we need to really pause right now and really look towards how our actions are impacting everyone around us. So let's be more responsible now. Let's stay safe, abide by the guidelines and abide by the rules, and just try to support the nation to get rid of this COVID during these really tough times. I am Danny, and this is my Brunei weekend. I hope everyone stays safe and be well.